with late game execution.
No, ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Yeah, that's what's up. Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Chapter 3. They're going after Shaq. So, not too long ago, it was about 2 weeks ago now, when that freaking lying-ass, deceitful-ass, passive-aggressive-ass, freaking Captain America taking serum, bow-legged, ain't no party like a Diddy party individual decided to get on Pat McAfee's show and just lie his whole way the whole time, just lying up a storm. So, like I said, he's passive aggressive, but he was talking about Shaq, calling him out, saying they're not really intelligent when it comes to talking to sports. So, Charles already said enough about everything about the Lakers, but Shaq decided to come out and not just lay the hammer down on the fake Billy Goat. I can't even call him a fake Billy Goat, but on the Billy Goat over there, the fake goat. Oh, he laid down the law on everyone. So he got so tired of being labeled as a hater. Well, you're not even on his level, he says. He said, none of y'all ain't on my level. You ain't do nothing. You ain't no 4-time champion, MVP, top 75 Hall of Famer, top 52. You ain't on his level. Number 1 draft pick, 92. You ain't done nothing close to him, he says. And then he goes in, not just on NBA player, but how soft these guys are. How they don't want to work for nothing. How they fold when they get a little bit of criticism. So he just went on in on the current day NBA. So I salute Shaquille O'Neal for that. Because somebody got to keep it real. Because a lot of people ain't keeping it real, especially in the media. There's only a few. Chuck. Now Shaq. PK Subban. I used to call Rob Parker. Yeah, I called out Rob. I used to not like Rob Parker, but he keeping it real. I don't know about Chris Bouchard, aka Beige and Waffle. Oh, that was a funny one. I don't know about Chris Bouchard because he like to toe the line, so I don't know about him. But there ain't many out here that's keeping it real. Kenyon Martin. There ain't that many out here keeping it real. When it comes to this whole sports thing, everybody want to lie, go along, get along, play the field, all kinds of other beat crap out here. But now, since Shaq went out there and gave everyone a piece of his mind, kept it real about how the younger generation, younger than me, are soft, always claiming somebody's hating on them, they fired back. And I think it may have been Danny Green, aka Lionel Richie over there, talking about Shaq will have a tough time playing in today's league against Victor Wembanyama and Chet Holmgren. Danny Green, Lionel Richie, do you understand who Shaq was? Now, I had come out and said in the past that Shaq, in my opinion, maybe the number 6 center of all time. But at the same time, Shaq, for some time, was one of the dominant forces in the NBA. And I agree with Turo for Split TV, but that young Shaq, anywhere from 92 up until he left for the Lakers, was playing in today's league. There ain't nothing many could do with that version of Shaq. See, they act like Shaq couldn't play defense. I was alive for the Shaq years, mainly for the Laker years when I really started watching the NBA. And even in the Laker years, you wouldn't try to take on Shaq head first, trying to dunk on him. Shaq wasn't no punk on defense. He way much better than Jokic on defense. I tell you that much. So I think that was retaliatory. They trying to make a war out of this. I realize this whole thing is nothing but a war, a battle between keeping it real and the go along, get along game. That's what this all is. Shaq may be on our side. I don't know. But he has been keeping it real about what's been going on with the NBA. Chuck too. They don't want to hear it. You got that freaking racist ass coach down in LA talking about you do everything for clicks, clicks. They ain't even talk about basketball. Now, this is the same guy that said Bob Cousy was trash. The same guy that said the players in the past were nothing but taxi drivers and plumbers. And the kids go echo that. Now you got people like freaking that big-eyed, big-nosed bastard called Gilbert Arenas influencing the kids. Talk about the Bulls had a super team. These kids really believe in that. Bulls had a super team. Bulls had a super team? How are they considered to be a super team? Well, half the time, the only all-star was Michael Jordan. But you got that lion-ass, passive-aggressive bastard out there in LA creating super teams every year and failing. But anyways, back to Shaq. Shaq wasn't no slouch on defense. If Shaq was to play in today's game, shoot, he'd just be like Giannis. Just be like it. And I also heard that Shaq and Dwight Howard squashed their beef. And I think Shaq is supposed to be at Dwight Howard's Hall of Fame ceremony. Wow. These two have been beefing for almost 20 years. And they finally decided to squash it. And now Shaq's going to show up to the Hall of Fame ceremony, I think. But LeBron couldn't show up to Dwayne Wade's. Fake ass friend. That's a frenemy right there. But Danny Green, y'all. I think it was Danny Green. It might have been Michelle Beadle. It might have been. These dudes ain't keeping it real. They try to prop up players who haven't done nothing, like Victor Wembanyama and Chet Holmgren. Shaq would eat them alive. On both sides of the ball. I'm so sick and tired of these people lying. Getting on mad because you guys got called out. Get out of here. Get out of my face, you soft ass bastards.